Welcome back to World Hour. Indonesian food has many fans and is somewhat acknowledged globally, but still pales in comparison to other Asian cuisines like Thai. But new programs like Culinary Diplomacy aims to introduce a country to the global stage through its food. To talk to us more about the Indonesian cuisine can step into the international front is Ade Putri Paramadita from Aku Cinta Masakan Indonesia. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Ade.
Hello.
So we know that South Korea has kimchi diplomacy and Thai. They have this global Thai campaign. How about Indonesia?
Well, since 2012, Indonesia has already made 30 traditional culinary icons to promote to globally. So back then we the government seems they didn't care, but actually now we have the program. We send the chefs abroad for any culinary events, and from the 30 icons, we're starting to sell the nasi goreng and then rendang. Trying to promote those foods in the Indonesian name.
Oh,
yes.
With the Indonesian name. So
yes.
we won't adjust the name.
No, we want just the name to fried rice, because we want people to know Indonesian food is fried nasi goreng. And then satay ayam, not chicken satay.
Okay.
Yes.
What are the considerations to pick these 30
So
dishes?
it was 70 before.
Whoa,
So many.
a lot more.
So the government invited some of the culinary experts, for example, Pak Bondan and then Pak William Wongso, and then they discussed. It was a pretty tough discussion because from 70, it's actually we have thousands of culinary assets, but we have to decide which to promote first. The very popular and easy to find in all Indonesian area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are the response from people abroad when you bring Indonesian food?
For
to them?
example, last year we sent some of the teams to Frankfurt Book Fair.
Yes.
It was so good because a chef that made nasi goreng, it was sold out within 5 hours. It's actually not the best nasi goreng because we had we couldn't bring all the ingredients to abroad, but they really love it because it's very tasty, spicy, and rich, and very unique actually. They don't have as many ingredients as we have here, right?
Did you bring the shrimp paste as well for the fried rice?
No, we could not. Some of the country they're very afraid of some very strong flavor,
Yes.
but we try to adjust everything.
Is there someone abroad that you encountered that hate or do not like our food at all?
Never so far. Mostly if they know Asian foods are rich, right? So they know it's just slightly different, but very unique up to their flavor buds.
Okay.
Yes.
So why do you think Indonesian food is not yet as popular as Thai food?
Because we just started in 2012. Back then, we did it individually, while the Thailand's and Vietnamese probably they started long time ago. But I think it's getting better now. If you go to US, most likely they have several Indonesian restaurants, and they do it pretty well.
Yeah. Does the number of restaurants that we have abroad will affect this campaign?
I think so. Probably the number of the restaurant won't raise, but they probably will have more menus.
Okay.
Right? Because it's gonna be easier for them to get the ingredients. I also know some guy from US. They come here last year, and they asked me to teach them how to cook nasi goreng. They're Americans, but they're like, I want to sell nasi goreng in Boston. And they also bought the gerobak.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when we saw say any culinary or food channel in Asia,
Yes.
usually we rarely see Indonesian food being featured on the show. Is there lack of our organized effort from our government to promote it on media?
I think we have started, but because it's still considered new, probably not as many as that. But locally, we actually have so many. If you realize the food industry is getting bigger rather than a few years back,
Yes.
because of the shows as well.
Okay.
So people are like more, they appreciate foods more than they used to.
Yeah. What the benefits that our country can enjoy if our food like known globally?
Oh, so many, like tourism, for example, must be very good because some of the organizers also made this tour to Indonesia just for the food tour. So, of course, it affects the tourism.
Yes. I wonder, among the 30 dishes picked to be our national icons, is there sambal one of them?
Not specifically sambal, but spicy foods. Like, oh, well, in the tumpeng there's sambal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, tumpeng is probably one of the most well-known of the 30 culinary icons.
Okay. Like in promoting our food, do we need to adjust the flavor of our food to, to suit the taste buds of foreigners? Like less spicy, less strong spices?
Okay, so in the book, in the 30 icons, we already made the recipe, like the standard recipe. If you want to open a restaurant, let's say in your country where the people doesn't really like spicy foods, of course you can adjust, but we have the standard. Like everything can adjust to your taste bud.
Yeah. Sometimes I know that embassy or the consulate general, they would have like a kind of bazaar with Indonesian
Yes.
food every
A few years.
every year, like usually on the Independence Day. Like,
Yeah.
do you participate in those kind of events as well?
Mostly the team of Pak William Mongso will send the chefs abroad. Yes, we did.
Yeah, and what other upcoming event that you will participate
Yes.
to introduce our food globally?
Yes, so many. We have a few lists actually. Yes.
Like in Ubud, you told me?
Oh yeah. So in Ubud, this upcoming May,
Yes.
there will be Ubud Food Festival for the second time.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's really good because so many chefs. It's not just the food bazaar. They talk about foods, about the agro-system and everything. So not just a common festival. Very educational.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like South Korea, they pick maybe one icon like kimchi. We have like 30 icons. Will we like pick one food that can represent our country? Only one dish?
I think it's
Do you
it's very hard. Like you see, our country it's spread it like just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot. Let's say what's your favorite Indonesian dishes?
I think rawon.
Rawon.
Yeah.
And then other places rather than Surabaya, they were like, why rawon?
Oh,
we also have
yeah.
Johto. We also have
Won't
everything.
be fair.
Yes. So even just from the 30, some other places like, why don't you put this? Why don't you put that from our cities? Like, yeah, we try to, but it's so hard. We had to decide which one first.
Okay.
Probably in a few years next, yeah, we might add some new
Yeah.
icons.
Is there any Indonesian dish that you think is underrated? Like, not people know it, but it's actually worth trying. Like, so delicious.
To my own taste bud is lawar from Bali. It's just the vegetables, but very spicy. Not in the most hot. It's just the ingredients so complex, and it's so good. But some people thought like it's lawar means bad. Kalau lawar, no, it's different. It's just very rural actually. It's so good.
Yeah. Is there any country in the world that you think like they are very successful in promoting their food that we can look at?
I think Thailand did very best. If you go abroad, almost every country, I think they have Thailand restaurant, right?
Yes.
And they also like, oh, Thailand, you're from Thailand, so you eat tom yum. It's like on their mindset, like they automatically know it's tom yum.
Yeah.
When in Indonesian foods, they have to think, oh yeah, they know nasi goreng from the because nasi goreng and rendang won something
Yes.
a few years back, right?
Yeah.
Like the most favorite.
Award. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Actually, we can grab that momentum.
Yes.
Like luckily, like the current administration pay attention to our food.
Yes.
So what else do you think like we need to do, like so we can like all together unite in our effort to promote our food?
I think from just from the travel, from the tourism board, because nowadays I think they promote more to the views, which I know it's very beautiful, but if you combine with the foods, it's gonna be totally great. Because if you go to let's say Papua, they know the Raja Ampat is super good. Do they know the foods in Raja Ampat?
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
If they combine it together, I think it will be perfect.
Yeah, we hope so. Thank you so much for coming to our show, Ade Putri.
Thank you.
And coming up next, women in Iran are flocking to the Robot Cup competition, plus more feature stories from around the globe next on World Hour.